Welcome to Mishna study, New Masechet Makkot. So after Sanhedrin, after we spoke about the actual court system, now we're going to speak about the Makkot and who is the only people who are the only ones who are allowed to prescribe Makkot. Rambam explains why is Makkot come after Masechet Sanhedrin? Because the Sanhedrin are the only ones who can prescribe these Makkot, as the pasuk says, "V'pilo shofet v'ikal lefanav kedei rish'ato." Right, so now Masechet Makkot, we're going to open up with Edim Zomemim. Now we know Edim Zomemim, false witnesses. Again, the Mishnah takes for granted what the Torah already teaches us, and that is you need to do to the false witnesses exactly as they tried to do to the to the person they were trying to convict. Right? So the punishment that they were trying to bring upon so and so, that's the punishment that they get. Now, our Mishnah is going to deal with certain cases where you can't, right? For whatever reason, we'll see that you can't go ahead and give these witnesses that punishment that they were trying to bring upon the other party. So, so they come and say, we're me'id. We testify that so and so is the son of a girusha, son of someone who's divorced, or a son of someone who did halitza, right? And over here, both of these people, right, can no longer. That's it. Ben girusha ben halutza, meaning of this person who was a kohen. So these kids now are halalim. Okay, so now what? This person is a halal. Now, can you make these edim zomemim halalim? You can't make the edim zomem the ed zomem a halal because of a technicality that if you make them a halal, what happens to their children is their children are also halalim. And we have a pasuk that says va'asitem lo. You need to do to him, to the ed zomem, velo lizaro, and not to his offspring. So we're punishing the ed zomem, not the offspring. So now we cannot make this ed zomem a halal. So what do? We can't. We're not going to say that. Rather, he gets 40 lashes. Next case. Right? This person, he needs to go to galut. He needs to go to an ir miklat. He killed someone by mistake. I'm testifying that this person killed someone by mistake. Or right, you're not going to say that this person, now this Ed Zomem, has to go ahead and live in galut. Well, we have the pasuk hu yanus right? The person who actually murders someone by mistake, he is the one who needs to run away, right? But hu yanus velo zomemim. I'm going to say not the Ed Zomem. So what does he do? Right? Rather, he gets 40 lashes. Right? People are saying, I'm testifying that so and so, this person, he divorced his wife to not pay her ketubah. He's chayav 200 zuz. Now, whether it's today, tomorrow, whenever this guy dies or gets divorces her, or once he dies, she, the wife, will get paid her ketubah. So ketubah. In the end of the day, she's going to get that same amount of money. So what the edim zomemim are coming to make her lose is not not the 200 zuz of the ketubah. So omrim. So what do we do? Omrim kama adam רוצה ליתן מכתובתה של זה, שאם נתאלמנה או נתגרשה, והיא מתה יירשנה בעלה. How much would someone want to pay now, right, to buy her ketubah for today? From today, that once the day comes when she gets divorced, or when her husband dies, or she gets divorced, that's they'll be able to collect that money then. How much was he willing to pay now? If he's willing to pay, 150 zuz for that, right? So the difference is spread is 50, right? That's the difference, right? The spread is what the Edim Zilmi were trying to make her lose out on, so that's what they would have to pay. Now the Mishnah continues. Actually, Rambam has this as a new Mishnah, but we're going according to the cycle, so we'll keep on teaching here. We testify to his friend that he's hayav 400 zuz. Actually, before I go on, I just want to point out when we said before that he's right when the ben gerusha, the edim zoimim get 40 lashes. Right? Where does this come from? So as Rambam said, we have a Kabbalah, we have a tradition that it's hinted to when the pasuk says "V'yirshua tzaddik," sorry, when the pasuk says "V'yitzdiku et tzaddik, v'yirshu et rasha," right? Which is very redundant, right? You make it, you matzdik the tzaddik and you make the rasha, a rasha. You make the okay. So what's this pasuk saying, right? So if it would have said, um, there's a hint that if the edim would have been marshia the tzaddik, right? They would have, they would have. Try to convict the tzaddik and acquit the rasha. And afterwards, right, that's what they tried to do. Afterwards, two other edim came and they proved them wrong, right? And they were matzdik, the tzaddik, and Mashiach the rasha. So what do? We malkin the rasha shirshia tzaddik, right? We actually whip the rasha who tried to convict, right, the tzaddik. Right? And this is what we are. Now, what do we do to him? Right? And we end up whipping him. What's the azhara? Where are they warned? Right? Lo ta'aneh b'racha ad shakir. Right? We have a pasuk. Lo ta'aseh, lo ta'aneh b'racha ad shakir. And that's why they get malkut, as the Talmud explains. Okay, so now the Mishnah continues. Me'idim anot ish ploni shu hayav l'chavero elef zuz. Amenat litenan mikan v'ad 30 yom. Right? So these people testify. I so and so. He has to pay back his friend 1,000 zuz. He needs to pay it back within 30 days. V'hu omer, the person saying, no, mikan v'ad 10 shanim. It's from now until 10 years I have to pay it. So omrim, how much are these edim trying to make him lose out? Kama adam רוצה ליתן, ויהיה 1,000 זוז בידו, בין נותנה מכאן ועד 30 יום, ובין נותנה מכאן ועד 10 שנים. Again, we take the spread. How much is someone willing, what's the difference if you would give someone 1,000 zuz, right, for 30 days, or 1,000 zuz for 10 years, right? What's the difference in that value? And that's what the edim were trying to make this person lose out on. And if they are found to be edim zoamim, that's the sum of money that they would have to pay.